Hotel Del Luna is a 2019 South Korean drama starring Yo Jin-gul and IU. It follows the storyline of a hotel located in the middle of Seoul that caters only to ghosts. It was directed by Oh Chu-won and written by the Hong sisters. Welcome back to another episode of K-Breakdown. My name is Sua, and today we will be reviewing Hotel Del Luna. I think that Hotel Del Luna is an amazing story and that the Hong sisters crushed it on this one. As I was watching the show, I was wondering if they were going to stick the landing, and also if all these little stories were going to be wrapped up and make sense. Like when explaining Manuel's thing, reincarnation, death, mythology, souls and whatnot. But thankfully, everything fit really well together. I liked how each story got its own place to shine at its own time in the drama without it feeling like filler. I love how we got to know everyone in the hotel and each of their stories, because usually in dramas, whenever they go into the stories of side characters, I get really bored and I'm not interested. But in Hotel Del Luna, I was actually interested in knowing everyone's background. By knowing what all of them had been through, it made each scene of them being sent off that much more emotional and meaningful. I also like how each person had a specific story and a specific role. So there weren't any times that I was like, hang on, isn't this just so-and-so stories flipped around a bit? Because when it comes to side characters, that is usually what happens. Luckily, this time it didn't. I really also loved the tree and how it anchored the whole story, and how everything that happened could be traced back to the tree. Manuel and Chan Sung are such a good match as well. Can we also talk about how Margot was a complete and utter plot device, there to spit out exposition, but I loved her, like every single one of her. I was a little bit disappointed that we didn't learn all that much about the Grim Reaper, but I'll let it slide. Another interesting thing was Chung Myeon's whole Firefly thing, and how if Manuel had just said his name once in those 1300 years, but she was just like, no, I will never say his name again. It was like so powerful and so like, wow, you know? I love how the story focused on the theme of forgiveness and how they incorporated that into the plot so seamless. Unlike Itaewon Class, which puts the idea of revenge right in your face every 5 seconds, Hotel Del Luna almost puts it on the back burner for a while, but brings it forward when it is most impactful. This is such a well-written show. I'm actually finding it hard for me to pick a favorite scene because honestly, all of them are so good and I just can't. I really just can't. I love that Chung Sung was aware of his role and what he should and what he was meant to do. But can we please talk about IU's dresses? Like, oh my god, look at these. I swear, every single thing that she's wearing is just like pure gold. The wardrobe is amazing in this drama. I complain so much about shows just not being able to wrap things up or cramming everything into the last 2 episodes, trying to get everything out on time. But with Hotel Del Luna, you can tell that they spent a lot of time planning, mapping things out, using the good old timeline, and such that made the show so satisfying as a viewer to watch, because like you got all the payback. When you are spending 16 hours to watch something, you're going to want it to feel as if it was worth your time. But unfortunately, when looking back on a lot of dramas, I simply feel that some of them were somewhat a waste of time. It's dramas like Hotel Del Luna that make you look back and think, yes, this was a great drama. I had so many fun memories watching it, and every single minute was worth it. I also love it when you are watching a drama for the first time, and as you are watching it, you already know that this is like top 3 material without even having to watch the end. You just know. One of the only things that I would hold against this drama is the whole killer storyline. I just don't really understand how that dude got so powerful, and I guess I just wasn't a big fan of that story, but it was wrapped up well enough, so yeah. People seem to give the criticism that the episodes felt too long and that there was just too much, but at the end of the day, if you have around about an hour and a half slots, those are pretty long. but I do feel as if every single minute was filled with good storytelling, so it doesn't really matter. You're getting quality and quantity, which I assume is what you'd want. Hotel Del Luna also has such great rewatchability, like you can binge it easily because the pacing is perfect. Nothing is awfully frustrating and it's all good. The ending was also so perfect. During the drama, you're like, yeah, they have to stay together. But when you get to the end, you're like, there's no way. Unless Chung Sung died, which I was really worried about. Because I would have been so mad, I would have thrown hands. I think that everyone on the team did such an amazing job, and that this is such a satisfying show. Now let's get into the final scores. Emotion. I cried a few times in the drama, and the drama was driven by a lot of emotion. Whether that be forgiveness, sadness, anger. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Entertainment. The drama was very interesting and I never got bored. 9 out of 10. Cinematography. As usual, it is amazing. 10 out of 10. Soundtrack. The OSTs were absolutely beautiful, and as usual, the instrumentals are great. 10 out of 10. Acting. Every actor was amazing in this drama. They all fit into their roles effortlessly. 10 out of 10. Comedy. There were some really funny moments, but no moments really stood out all that much. 6 out of 10. Plot. The pacing was perfect and there were no plot holes. 10 out of 10. Directing. As usual, everything came together really nicely. 10 out of 10. Editing. There was no choppy editing, it all looked very natural, although I was not a fan of some of the effects. 7 out of 10. Production design. The production design was amazing. You could tell what characters and what sets belonged to which time in the story, and everything was really well coordinated. 10 out of 10. Which means that the final score is 90%, one of the best dramas in my opinion. And that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed hearing my thoughts on Hotel Del Luna. If you have any points that you want to share, definitely comment them down below. If you would like to support us here at the Bias channel, then please consider subscribing and liking this video. Or you could even join our Discord server, where there are discussion channels focused on Kpop, Jpop, Kdrama, and anime. There are also a variety of games for you to test your knowledge on your favorite themes. You are guaranteed a good time. If you enjoyed this video, then go check out all our other K-Breakdown episodes or tune into our variety of podcasts, reviews, discussions, live streams, analysis, and comedy series right here on YouTube. Thank you for watching and have a great day.
I'm gonna go, guys. Bye. Good night.